Listen to the voice that whispers in your soul. In our busy lives, we forget a simple truth. Self-care is not only an act of self-love, it's also an important way to protect our mental and physical health. Maybe you've tried to make time for yourself by turning off your phone, going for a walk on the beach by yourself, or just reading a favorite book. But when was the last time you really put yourself first? It's easy to get caught up in all your tasks and forget about your own needs, and not just for a moment. You are always willing to help family, friends, co-workers and others. You never say no to a request and do your best not to let anyone down. But when you ignore your own feelings and needs, things become out of whack, and tiredness, irritability and frustration start to take their place. But this doesn't have to stay that way. You have the right and the duty to set healthy boundaries to not only recognize, but also meet your own needs. In today's video, let's start a journey of deeper self-discovery. It won't be easy, but it's worth it. Let yourself feel and experience. That's the way to grow and gain a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Number 1. Focus on the views that are right for you. Outside social pressures can sometimes be so strong that they make it impossible for us to tell the difference between what we really want and what is expected of us. Stoic philosophy tells us how important it is to find and accept our true points of view. We are freed from the chains of external approval and can find deep happiness and peace within. First and foremost, it is important to stress that advice from family or friends should not be taken as the final word. These suggestions should only be used as guides. It can be hard to tell the difference between pursuing one's own desires and unconsciously following the crowd, which can lower one's self-worth. Instead of chasing the majority's views, try to focus on your own personal desires and interests that can bring you joy and comfort. As an example, people should carefully think about dating and marriage and get helpful feedback from close friends and family. But just because someone doesn't want to date doesn't mean they feel lonely or incomplete. In fact, pressure to make new friends can make them feel stressed or pressured, and some people choose to stay single forever rather than pursue relationships they don't want. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said that the only way to be truly happy is to enjoy the present without worrying about the future. This is a strong reminder to make our own decisions and actions in the present without caring what other people think. Now, think about this. When was the last time you made a big decision in your life? Were you really going after what you wanted, or were you just trying to please others? This question not only helps us see how much society affects our choices, but it also encourages us to think about our true path. Finally, having the right view of oneself not only frees us from other people's restrictions, but also gives us unbreakable confidence and peace. We are told to live a life where our choices and actions reflect our truth, regardless of how others see us or accept us. This is why Stoic philosophy is a path to finding and using personal freedom. By putting the individual at the center of our attention, we not only make life more meaningful, but also create a world where everyone can grow according to their own abilities and wishes. We often think of being strong and not letting your feelings get in the way, but is care and compassion just about focusing on yourself? When we take the time to nurture these traits, are we making ourselves better so that we can be a part of a larger community? If so, how does this become an act of self-care instead of selfishness? Let's look at what self-care really means through the lens of Stoic thought. Number 2. Cultivating care and compassion is self-centered work. Developing care and sensitivity often seems to be focused on other people, since it means being kind and understanding to them. But this process starts inside each person. It's self-centered because you have to know yourself, accept yourself, and take care of yourself. Maintaining our own health and knowing our feelings makes it easier for us to understand and help others. This kind of growth on the inside is very important for developing real, long-lasting kindness that helps both the person and the community. Self-awareness and mindfulness. Being self-aware means being aware of your own feelings, thoughts, and actions. Being present and fully involved in the present moment without judging it is what mindfulness is all about. What it means: when we know ourselves better, we can handle things with more clarity and understanding. Mindfulness helps us stay calm and focused and lowers our anxiety. Self-acceptance and self-compassion. Accepting all of our flaws and faults is what it means to accept ourselves as we are. When we are self-compassionate, we treat ourselves with the same care and respect that we would give to a friend. Why this is important? When we accept and treat ourselves with kindness, we set ourselves up to truly care about other people. This makes you less critical of yourself and helps you have a better view of yourself. How to develop empathy. Having empathy means being able to understand and share someone else's thoughts. Putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and seeing things from their point of view is part of it. Why it's important? Developing empathy helps us connect with others more deeply and help them in more useful ways. It builds relationships that are strong and caring. Being present and actively listening. Focusing on what the other person is saying, understanding it, responding and remembering it are all parts of active hearing. Being present means giving the other person our full attention without any other thoughts or activities. Being present and actively listening to others shows that you respect and value them, and that your experiences and feelings are important. This practice helps people understand and trust each other more. Practicing gratitude and positive thinking. Being grateful means noticing and enjoying the good things in your life. Positive thinking is all about keeping a positive and helpful attitude. Why it's important? Being grateful and thinking positively help us shift our attention from bad things to good things, which makes us more empathetic. It makes you healthier and stronger generally. Developing care and kindness as self-centered work means putting our own growth first so that we can better help and connect with others. We can build a strong base for true compassion that spreads by focusing on self-awareness, self-acceptance, empathy, active listening, and gratitude. This all-around method makes sure that our compassion lasts and is based on genuine kindness and understanding. People often think that helping others is a waste of time and energy that could have been used to improve yourself. But from the point of view of Stoicism, caring for others is a way to train and show one's virtues. When we are kind and compassionate to others, we not only help them, but we also build and strengthen our own values. Here's how we practice the Stoic principles of internal control and virtue development. Imagine you have a close friend named Roger who is going through a very hard time in his life. He has lost his job and is having serious financial problems, which make him feel very down and hopeless. Seeing Roger's situation, you decide to spend time listening to his worries, supporting him emotionally, and giving him practical advice on how to find a new job and handle his money. Over the course of many conversations, you encourage Roger to take courses to improve his skills and look for new career opportunities. You also remind him of his strength and resilience, which Roger seems to have forgotten in the midst of his current problems. Roger starts to feel more driven and less alone in his battle. This process not only makes Roger feel loved and supported, but it also gives you a lot of satisfaction for being able to help a friend in need. It also gives you a chance to practice restraint and compassion, which are two important virtues in Stoic philosophy. By recognizing and embodying these values, you are not only helping others, but you are also improving yourself and reaching new levels of self-awareness and inner harmony. This action, which seems to be about helping others, is actually a very important step in your own growth. Follow the path of Stoicism, but remember that before you can really help other people, you need to be in the best shape possible. This means that taking care of yourself is not a choice, it's a must. Caring for yourself with kindness will help you be in the best mental, physical, and emotional shape possible so that you can inspire and help others the most. This brings up an important question that we all need to ask ourselves. How can I best take care of myself so that I can best help and care for others? This question not only shows how self-aware we are, but also how ready we are to use Stoic philosophy in our daily lives. In conclusion, the truth is that when we care about and are compassionate toward others, we not only make their lives better, but we also make our own lives stronger and better. In this way, we are truly enriching our souls and growing as people. Focusing on oneself through compassionate actions is the best way to live out the noble ideals of Stoicism. Remember that whenever you help others, you are also making your own life better. Number 3. Get rid of comparative prejudice. Get rid of comparison bias. Many people have said things like, "His company is growing so fast. He must be very lucky. How does he do it? They look so happy. Her waist is so beautiful. I could never work out like that." This is because you are living in the never-ending loop of comparison, where you are constantly looking at your achievements and those of others. So what is all this comparison for? It makes us feel incomplete, unhappy, and dissatisfied with ourselves. It makes us miserable about our lives and exhausted from constantly trying to live up to an image or ideal that might not even be real. In business, comparing will get you stuck and hopeless. It's normal to look at your competitors to learn about their successes and failures and their position in the market, but don't turn it into a comparison. There are many chances for everyone, and focused on what other people have will only make things worse for you. You can break out of this cycle by slowly changing how you see life and focusing only on the good things instead of the bad. Here are 4 steps to help you stop comparing and start living a more fulfilling life and job. Step 1. Being aware and accepting. First, understand that it's normal to want to compare yourself to others, but it's not always a good idea. Understand that everyone's story is different, and what seems simple may not reflect the complicated truth behind it. You are not what you think you should be, so accept that. Step 2. Work on your own growth. Instead of being jealous of other people's successes, use that energy to make yourself better. Step 3. Find and nurture true joy. Being happy doesn't come from having what other people have. It comes from having what you find meaningful. Figure out what makes you happy and spend time doing it, whether it's reading a favorite book, learning a new skill, or just spending time with family. Don't compare yourself to others. Step 4. Finally, learn to be thankful for everything in your life. Every day, take some time to think about what you're thankful for, from the smallest things to the biggest accomplishments. When you think about the good things in your life, you won't need to compare yourself to others to feel good about yourself or grateful. Being thankful can turn any situation, even the hardest ones, into a chance to learn and grow. It takes time to break the habit of comparing, but it's worth it in the end. A trip where each step brings peace and mind's freedom. When you start to focus on yourself and the things you can control, you will not only feel less stressed and emotionally drained, but you will also be able to achieve real confidence and success in your life and career. Remember that you are the only one who can live your life better than you. If this lesson taught you something about yourself, Leave a comment below this video saying, "I will stop comparing myself." Sometimes we forget to stop and ask ourselves, who am I? Let's go on a great adventure to find out who we are by doing things like meditation, journaling, and self-reflection. You will gradually learn more about what makes you unique. Come with me on this trip and see how your life changes. When you judge someone by comparing them to others based on things like race, gender, social status, or accomplishments, you are exhibiting comparative bias. This can cause unfair treatment and skewed views, and it can hurt groups and relationships. Getting rid of comparative bias is a must if we want to promote equality, understanding, and respect among people. Identify your own worth. The idea is that everyone is different and has their own skills, weaknesses, and experiences. Action. Instead of comparing people to others, try to understand and value them for who they are. Defeat stereotypes. Idea. Stereotypes are basic ideas about groups of people that can cause people to compare them in unfair ways. When assumptions come up, question and fight them, and tell others to do the same. Learn to feel empathy. Having empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and seeing things from their point of view. Action. Pay attention and try to understand how other people feel and what they've been through without judging them. Bring people together. The idea behind inclusivity is making a space where everyone feels appreciated and welcome. Action. Promote practices that are welcoming and value differences and the accomplishments of each person in your community or workplace. Teach and speak out. Idea. Two strong ways to fight comparative prejudice are through education and lobbying. Do something. Learn about other cultures and points of view, and fight for laws and actions that make things more fair and equal. Number 4. Discover yourself in many ways. Learn about your values, beliefs, strengths, and areas where you can improve by going on a trip of self-discovery. Self-reflection, exploration, and change are all part of the process. You can get clear on your life's meaning, make your relationships better, and improve your overall health by exploring yourself. Reflecting on oneself. What it is. Giving yourself time to really think about your feelings, thoughts, and experiences. How to do it. Write in a journal, meditate, or just set aside some quiet time to think about your deeds and feelings. Benefits. It makes you more self-aware, helps you see trends in your behavior, and makes your values and goals clearer. Looking into passions and interests. That which you do that makes you happy and that you enjoy is called engagement. To do this, pick up a new hobby, sign up for a class, help out others, or immerse yourself in different countries and ways of life. It can help you find out what makes you truly happy, give you a sense of purpose and satisfaction, and lead to new skills and talents. Seeking feedback. This means asking other people to give you their honest opinion on how you behave, your skills, and areas where you could improve. How to do it. Talk to friends, family, or co-workers you trust, and think about getting professional help from mentors or coaches. Benefits. It gives you a new view of yourself, shows you your blind spots, and helps you grow as a person through constructive feedback. Goal setting. What it is. Setting clear goals that you can reach in different parts of your life. It's easy to do. Just make sure your goals are SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Benefits. It gives you direction and purpose, pushes you to act, and lets you track your progress and enjoy your successes. Embracing change means being ready to try new things and adjust to new situations. How to do it. Push yourself to leave your comfort zone. Be open to changing your plans and see failures as chances to learn and grow. Benefits. It makes you more resilient, helps you solve problems better, and encourages a growth attitude which helps you keep improving yourself. To find out more about yourself, you need to look inside yourself, explore the world around you, and be open to feedback and change. You can learn more about yourself, live a more satisfying life, and continue to grow and change by putting time and effort into these 5 key areas. Exploring yourself only means figuring out who you are, what you can do, and how you plan to use those things. Once you answer these 3 questions, you really understand yourself. It's a process of figuring out how you're different from other people, including your strengths, weaknesses, and true desires, as well as your personality and what's inside you. No one else is exactly like you. You are a unique version of yourself. If you only sit and think, it can be hard to figure out what you want and need. For example, the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept the things that fate binds you, and love the people that fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This quote not only shows how important it is to know yourself, but it also encourages us to look deeper into our hearts to find our mysteries. Life changes, like job changes, can be the start of self-discovery. The birth of a child or a problem in the marriage. These events are not only challenges, but also chances to face and change ourselves. For example, Anna used to be a high school teacher, but decided to become a writer after discovering her love for content creation. This change not only affected her job, but also made her think about her career and personal values. When you're looking into yourself, have you ever stopped to think about what gives your life real meaning? Mindfulness meditation is an important tool because it helps us become more aware of our feelings and thoughts without getting caught up in them. This helps us find limiting thought patterns and start the process of breaking free from them. Keeping a journal is also a good way to learn more about yourself. By writing down your daily feelings and thoughts, you create a place for reflection and can see how you've changed over time. These journal pages are more than just a place to write down memories. They also show how you've been looking for meaning and purpose in your life. Being brave enough to face your flaws and limits is another important part of getting to know yourself. Stoic philosophy says that realizing and accepting these flaws not only makes us more humble, but it also lets us change and grow as people. Being self-aware is the first step to gaining independence and inner freedom. To keep going on this path, ask yourself often, do my actions and choices reflect my core values? This question not only lets you see how honest you are, but it also lets you change your path to fit your values. Finally, Stoic philosophy says that finding out about yourself is not only a personal journey, but also a duty for everyone. As each person learns about themselves and grows, they not only make their own lives better, but they also help the community grow as a whole. Self-discovery helps us not only understand ourselves better, but also find ways to live a more connected and important life. Take the time to ask questions and look into things, and your life will change in amazing ways. Number 5. Make a detailed plan for taking care of yourself. Taking care of your physical and mental health is important for staying healthy generally. Self-care is a set of actions and habits that we choose to do on purpose to improve our health, deal with stress, and live a more healthy life. It means being aware of our wants and working hard to meet them. In today's busy world, putting self-care first can help us avoid burnout, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Health of the body. Regular exercise. Make it a habit to do something active every day for at least 30 minutes. This can be any kind of exercise you like walking, running, yoga, etc. Plan your meals so that you get enough fruits, veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains. Stay away from prepared foods, sugar, and coffee in large amounts. Try to get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night. Set a pattern for going to bed. Make sure your bedroom is comfortable, and stay away from screens before bed. Checkups every so often. Set up and go to regular checkups with your doctor to keep an eye on your health and catch any problems early. Hydration. To stay fresh and keep your body working at its best, drink a lot of water throughout the day. Health of the mind and heart, mindfulness and meditation. To lower stress and clear your mind, do either mindfulness or meditation every day. A little bit every day can make a big difference. Get professional help. If you're having emotional or mental health problems, don't be afraid to get help from a therapist or counselor. Writing in a journal. Write down your feelings and thoughts in a diary. This can help you deal with your feelings and think about what you've been through. Lessen stresses. Figure out what causes you stress and do what you can to reduce it. Setting limits at work or in personal relationships could be part of this. Practice. Being thankful. Regularly think about and enjoy the good things in your life. This could improve your mood and view on life in general. Being socially well. Keep in touch. Take care of your ties with friends and family. Having regular interactions with other people is important for mental health and happiness. Set limits. To keep your time and energy safe, learn to say no and set limits. Join communities. Join communities or groups of people who like the same things you do. This can help people feel like they fit and give them support. Giving back to the community as a volunteer can make you feel more purposeful and satisfied. Quality time. Do things you all enjoy with people you care about to spend quality time with them. Changes in person. It's important to set clear, attainable personal and business goals. This helps you find your way and keeps you going. Learn all the time. Continue to learn throughout your life. To keep your mind sharp, read books, take classes, or pick up new skills. Hobbies and interests. Time should be set aside for activities and hobbies that make you happy and complete. Take some time to think about your life, what you've accomplished, and what you could do better. This helps you stay true to your goals and beliefs. Celebrate your successes. No matter how small they may seem, take time to recognize and celebrate your successes. Health and the environment. Set up your space. Make sure your living and working areas are clean and well organized. A space that isn't cluttered can help you relax and get more done. Forests and outdoors. Spend time outside. Doing things outside can make you feel better and lower your stress. Reduce toxins. Use natural cleaning products and cut down on pollution to reduce your exposure to toxins in your surroundings. Sustainable living. To live in a sustainable way, cut down on trash, recycle, and use less energy. Comfort and safety. Making sure your surroundings is safe and comfortable will help you feel safe and healthy. A thorough self-care plan needs to be followed with commitment and consistency. You can live a healthy and satisfying life by taking care of your physical, mental, emotional, social, personal growth, and environmental health. Remember that taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. You should put yourself first, pay attention to what you need, and make self-care a daily must. You will be healthier, happy, and stronger because of this promise. Stoicism says that the most important part of self-care is being moderate and aware of your own needs. Each person has very different needs when it comes to things like physical health, like getting enough sleep, food and exercise, and mental and emotional health, like relaxing and doing things that make you happy. Making a detailed self-care plan is not only helpful, It's necessary to boost resilience and make sure that your mental and emotional abilities last. To make a detailed self-care plan, you should first write down your own needs. For example, if you know that your body needs both movement and rest, you could set aside specific times to do activities like yoga or swimming that are good for your body and help you relax. Mind nutrition is also very important. Eat foods that are both healthy and enjoyable to make the diet last and be rewarding. Also, taking care of your mental and emotional health is just as important. This could mean doing things like meditation, which Stoicism encourages people to keep their inner peace and strength. Meditation helps people keep their minds clear and focused, which helps them deal with the problems that come up in life. Calmingly, writing in a book or drawing can help you get your feelings and thoughts out, giving you a private place to think and grow as a person. The story of Leo, a young software worker who was stressed out and burned out and knew he needed to make a change, is a great example of this. Leo started following a detailed self-care plan. He regularly planned short meditation sessions during his workday, which helped him deal with stress and stay focused. He turned off all of his digital devices in the nights and read philosophy books, especially Stoic texts, which helped him learn more about being strong and in control of his emotions every Saturday. To break up the monotony of his daily life, Leo always makes time for outdoor activities like hiking. These activities give him physical exercise, mental relaxation, and a change of scenery. By prioritizing these activities and knowing his limits, he not only restores his physical energy, but also his mental clarity and emotional stability. Leo's detailed self-care plan, based on Stoic philosophy, has changed his life. He now feels more energetic, focused, and at peace, which is proof of the power of a well-structured self-care routine. Making a detailed self-care plan based on Stoic philosophy is more than a routine. It's a deep commitment to living an ethical life. It means making conscious choices every day to respect the body, challenge the mind, and nourish the soul. Such a plan not only protects you from the stresses of modern life, but it also makes your life richer, giving each day more meaning and every action more purpose. Let's grow together. How has this approach changed your life? Share your story below to inspire others. Number 6. Asking yourself about your values. Understanding and stating your beliefs is an important part of growing as a person and communicating clearly. Values are the core ideas that shape how you act and what you choose to do. They change the way you think and how you act around other people. Being clear about your values will help you act in a way that reflects what's most important to you, which will lead to more honest and caring conversation. Figure out your core values. Take some time to think about what's important to you. Think about the values that guide your work and life. Some of these are responsibility, honesty, kindness, ethics, respect, and honesty. To make them real, write them down. Look at what happened in the past. Think about times in your life when you were really proud of something, happy or satisfied. In those times, what ideals were you living by? In the opposite direction, think about times when you were angry or let down. What ideals were being given up? Look at what you do every day. Pay attention to your daily habits and actions. Are they in line with the numbers you've set? If not, figure out where you're falling short and think about how you can change your behavior to better match your values. Set your values first. Things don't always give the same value to different values. Figure out which of your beliefs you can't change and which ones you can. This helps you decide what to do, especially when you're stuck. Make sure your goals are in line with your values. Personal and business goals should be based on what you believe in. This alignment makes sure that the things you do have value and satisfaction. Review and change your goals often to stay true to what's most important to you. It's a powerful exercise to ask yourself what your values are. It gives your life focus and direction. Because your interactions will be based on what you truly think, you will be able to communicate more compassionately and honestly. By regularly thinking about and changing how you act based on your values, you build a sense of honesty and purpose, which makes your personal and work relationships better. Exploring yourself is more than just figuring out who you are, what you can do, and what makes you unique. When you can answer these 3 questions, you really understand yourself. It's a process of figuring out how you're different from other people, including your stress, strengths, weaknesses, what you really want, and most importantly, the truth about your personality and your inner potential. Since no one else is exactly like you, we can't find out the truths about ourselves if we just sit and think we need tools and methods to figure out what we want and need. Stoicism, which stresses living in balance with nature and reason, gives us a great way to navigate our journey of discovery and living in line with our beliefs. Setting these ideals as a guide for your daily life will not only make things easier, but it will also give your life more meaning. Emily is a woman who felt lost and confused about herself after ending a long-term relationship. She is going through the process of reflection. Emily understood that freedom and creativity were important to her, so she quit her stable office job to follow her passion as a freelance artist, even though it was hard at first. She did this by staying true to her values. Emily was happy and fulfilled in her new job, and she felt like she had the power to shape and control her life the way she wanted. The fact that this was the biggest task shows how important it is to know and live by your own values. Building and maintaining healthy relationships is important, but they shouldn't be the only thing that shapes us. Finding the right balance between healthy relationships and personal growth is key to living a happy and fulfilling life. Stoic lessons teach us not only how to accept and adapt to what life throws at us, but also how to actively create the life we want. This is a reminder of the power of self-management and the importance of questioning our own values on our path to growth. Have you ever taken the time to really think about the things that are important to you? If so, please leave your answer in the video's comments. This is a crucial question that will not only help you figure out if you are on the right track, but it will also show you new ways to keep growing in a meaningful and independent way. Number 7. Pursue personal interests. A lot of people spend too much time and energy on relationships and work, to the point where they forget to do personal development and self-care activities like hobbies. This is a sad thing that happens because when people don't do their own things, their creativity and inspiration slowly fade, and their quality of life is severely affected. Stoic philosophy says that personal hobbies are not only good for relieving stress and regaining positive energy, but they are also easy ways to find out more about yourself and express yourself. Hobbies aren't just a personal matter, they are also a moral act, because they help us develop and practice autonomy virtues. This is a way to train the soul, get ready for challenges, and make a positive contribution to society. Ryan is a young professional in the high-tech industry who is known for having a very stressful job. Ryan used to be passionate about painting, but years of work made him forget this passion. After a tough breakup, he felt empty and lost. However, instead of letting loneliness and sadness dominate, he decided to return to his beloved art form through each stroke. Ryan not only rediscovered his inspiration, but also found inner strength and peace. Focusing on personal hobbies helped him find joy in life and experience a sense of accomplishment he had never known before. Ryan's story vividly demonstrates how exploring and developing personal hobbies can transform our lives when we spend time pursuing what we truly love. Not only do we benefit, but those around us can also see a positive change. This also encourages us to learn and develop ourselves more deeply. So, dear friend, have you ever felt stuck in daily life and forgotten to take care of your passion? Please share with us your hobbies and how they help you find joy and inspiration in life. Thus, through engaging in personal hobbies, we not only enrich our own lives but also contribute to building a healthier community where each individual can shine and contribute in their unique way. This is the spirit that Stoic philosophy for a rich inner life that leads to a happy and meaningful external life. When you start your journey focusing on yourself, you not only discover what's inside you, but also open up a new world of self-sufficiency and inner peace lessons. From Stoic philosophy not only make us stronger in facing difficulties, but also teach us how to live a full and fulfilling life. Ask yourself, are you ready to explore new aspects of yourself? What can you change in your daily life to live more truthfully, according to your values? Leave a comment below this movie with your story and thoughts on how the Stoic philosophy has changed your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next videos on how to apply Stoic philosophy to your life and really see the change. Stay tuned for the next videos, which will be shown at the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos.